of the Mind Flayer.
Welcome to Theatre of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Jekyll. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theatre of the Mind Flayer.
Theatre of the Mind Flayer as Luke does a creamy cummy in his panties.
Pseudo-sexual.
That's what I said.
How you describe this
it's
shit.
not pseudo at all.
Yeah, no, there's no subtlety or subtext. Straight up
Just like cream in
graphic.
pants. It's not subtle.
I didn't say cream, I said cum.
Even worse.
Well, we need to normalize naughty, dirty, filthy talk. I'm Machin. That's Caleb Dowdall. He disagrees, I assume.
I don't disagree, but I mean, I don't know if there's a really a stigma around it. I think it's just in a time and a place, you know?
Well, you shit your pants twice on a bus. I don't care what you think.
But
we're
actually,
here
it
with
was one time. It's one instance, right?
2 separate times.
No, it's not two
I think if
separate
the pants are still
That's
shitty, it's one.
misleading.
You shit
Yeah.
yourself
Same
once.
shit.
It's misleading to say 2 times, I reckon.
It's like
Unless
you
you're
never got off the toilet.
Unless you just don't change your underwear or wash them properly.
All right,
It's one
sounds
shit.
suspiciously like someone who's shit themselves and doesn't want us to know. You're listening to the Poopy Pants, Michael Briganti.
Yes, hello.
You're listening to Danielle Butlin.
Hello.
You're listening to Daelyn Lester-Serafini.
Oh, hey.
You're listening to Hercules Maze. And you're listening to Luke Sykes.
The unwanted poop stain.
Is that you?
Parents talk about you?
poop stains?
That's what I'm saying. Is any poop stain wanted?
No.
So you're the unwanted one?
Yeah.
Is every poop stain unwanted? Is there any circumstance where you would want a poop stain?
If you're in a situation that you want to get out of, you can say, I've pooped my pants, and then you have evidence.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind is going, I pooped my pants and got out of here? Is like, prove it. Prove
Maybe
it.
somebody who's having some kind of
Drop them. I want to see that brown.
medical procedure
crayon
and
mark.
they need to make sure that everything's working down there.
I think you're supposed to be completely clean if you're doing that kind of procedure.
Yeah, there's
A crime scene where a crime scene works?
Yeah, like if you've been constipated, but like if you need it as an alibi.
if we were all dogs,
I didn't do it. I shit myself.
then it's probably good.
If you're out of brown paint.
I think if you're out of brown paint, you go to the store.
All right.
Yeah, but you're really in a rush.
What if you're out of
What
Nutella
circumstance when you're out of Nutella
or coffee?
There is a very fucked up. It would have been a Vine, but now I think it's a TikTok or just a little video of a dude doing a video, and it says before poop, and it has his weight at like 200 kilos, and then it says after poop 210, and he flips the camera around and he's got like Nutella all over his face. It's very funny.
I like how Daelyn laughed the most at that.
No, because he was like just the image of it. I was like, no.
Yeah, it's very fucked.
They say as a parent you're gonna eat baby poop, which I think is the part I'm
My
least
auntie's
looking
done
forward to.
that. Sorry to
What?
They say pretty much every parent is eating baby poop. Just happens.
My cousin,
Just out of curiosity, or
my cousins were on the couch, and she thought they left like chocolate smudged on the couch. So she like wiped her finger in it and just went straight from her mouth, and she was like,
I would die of horror.
"Why would you tell anyone?"
I mean, you'll definitely get peed on, like 100%.
That's already happened.
I don't think I ever shat on my parents.
I pay for that.
But I did vomit
As
on
a
my...
baby, I'm sure you did.
No, not in their mouth, like. Like not in a situation where they would eat it.
That was a
But I
smirk
did
of
vomit
agreement.
in my dad's mouth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Ouch.
He was throwing me
Stop
up,
kissing him.
up and down. Let's not go with the incest stuff again, please.
Grandma, no.
But yeah, he was throwing me up. I was only a baby, and he threw me up, and he caught me, and I just went straight in.
Amazing.
I'm assuming at that age it's just like mommy milk.
Yeah, just that
Yeah,
baby.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
But it's not like chunky or like
It's not like
grossy.
carrots or it's not gross. It's just-
Yeah, I didn't ask him what exactly it was or how it tasted, but I will follow up with him, and I will let you know.
Text him right now. See what he says.
Can we get a trivia treat? What's your name?
Cool.
Thanks.
Welcome to this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
It's so tasty.
This might be one for you, Safirith.
Fucking, I'm going to be such an embarrassment. Okay, go.
Name the 4 different types of genie and their respective element.
Herc, you have to wait 1 minute.
I'm waiting.
Few.
Is it genie or gin?
Gin is one.
Gin is one of them. Do you know which one?
Air?
Dow,
Yes. Gin is air. Yeah.
which is earth.
Dow is earth.
Fire is it Ifrit?
Yes. Ifrit. Yeah.
Ifrit?
Yeah.
Ifriti.
The best
Close.
Aeon from... I know what
Mandrid?
The best Aeon from Final Fantasy X.
No.
Yeah.
Fish one.
Yeah.
It's like a green fish guy.
Yeah.
Big bulky fish guy. Big ugly face. Big belly.
Mandrid.
I know I should
Mandrod.
know it. That's bad.
You should know it because
I
in
should
our
know
home
it.
campaign,
I
you
know.
speak to...
Malad?
speak to him.
No.
No.
What would you say?
Malad?
Nope.
Oh, you're
No,
close.
that's an illness.
Take Madrid and Malad and mash them together.
Marlid?
No.
like
Madril?
That's a Pokemon.
That's Meryl.
Is that the last one?
Married.
Married.
Married. I don't think we said what the air one was, but we
gin.
did.
Gin.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the first
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
And married is
Technically
water.
in the monster manual, it is Ginny. Yeah, it's DJINNI.
Ginny. Ginny.
Gross. I
You're
refuse.
making out with Harry.
Love you,
Harry.
Jenny.
I refuse. That's wrong. It's gin.
No, it is Gin because
It's a gin.
Yeah.
That was this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
So we're going to play a game. What game are we playing?
I feel like if you're gonna
We're already off the
what
rails
you
here.
said?
Reference.
References, yeah.
Spot the reference.
Y'all motherfuckers are going to do a scene in pairs. Yes, in pairs. No, one pair, one threesome. One pair, one threesome. You guys are going to do a scene, and all you are going to get is a one-word suggestion, and you're going to get a topic that you have to slip in as many of those names as possible. For instance, last night, Daelyn at the Spontaneous Shakespeare, they got dog breeds. So Daelyn and Nikolai got up and did as many dog breed names in there. Daelyn commented that Nikolai's beard was husky, things like that. So the idea is you slip them in far more seamlessly than I slip in musical references in this show. Caleb, can I, before we pick pairs, can I get a word to prompt our players?
Space.
Space.
A final frontier.
A word.
The new world.
The new world,
Where
okay.
only the brave will venture.
Keep going.
No. This isn't my improv.
As soon as you want him to. No.
The suggestion is space. All of y'all, can I get a theme, a something? It could be cereal, it could be songs, it could be building materials, it could be
Chocolate bars.
chocolate bars. There we go. The suggestion is chocolate bars.
Or candy.
Chocolate candy bars. It's what I like to hear at the very beginning of an improv of someone going, I don't fucking know any of this shit. So Luke's going up
literally
first with another two people, please, to help Luke out.
I'll go with Luke.
All right. I'll help out.
There you go, Luke, Daelyn, and Michael. I was almost going to call
Chocolate
you Azorith. Space, chocolate bars, your time starts now.
One for all and all for one. We are the Three Musketeers. Let's go adventuring, team.
Wait. Luke, you need your space helmet before you go.
Hurry up. I want to travel the Milky Way.
Luke's killing this.
He lied.
I gotcha.
General, is there a bounty on the horizon?
Yes. We are after the infamous pirates.
Well, before we go, we gotta reset.
That's weirdly the name of the pirates. Reese's and his pieces.
I hear it's because he likes to blow people into pieces.
I don't know.
Oh, Henry, that was so funny.
I know, you can snicker at me. I am quite
All right, everyone. We're
Whoa, was that
approaching
Mars?
Fuck, we're approaching Mars. God damn it.
It's okay. No need to get into Twix. We're fine.
Should we land on the cliff of Mars? Cliff is.
I got you.
Here we go.
Look at the fit
A
guy.
little more protein.
Why? There's more than one of us here. Come on.
Oh, I don't eat Cliff Bars.
Yes, we should. Let's head out.
Don't forget your kit and your cat. Because cat's a little chunky.
I got my kit. You got your cat.
We're going to go fix the lander because we got to hunt Reese's and his pieces and we got to have all of our bits and bobs ready to go. Not everyone's going to be a chocolate bar, people. Come on, move on. I'm not the smartest of us. Damn it, I couldn't get Smarties in there.
Don't Maltese us any longer. Let's go.
You're such a Smarties.
Okay, there we go.
The surface of Mars is crunchy.
Hey!
Oh no. Right. Everyone back on. It's time to blast off because we are going to infinity and beyond, and we are going to never stop hunting. So, mount up, Captain. You get in the captain chair?
Ahoy! It's ahoy? No.
They're biscuits.
I'm now out of chocolate bars.
This is where it gets interesting.
You can follow the arrow on the navigation system, and it should point us in the right direction. I mean, as navigator, this is just what I do, but it's fine, Captain.
Oh.
You can lead the way.
Hershey's, you're such a joker.
No, my name's Henry. Thank you very much. I'll take a kiss.
Sorry.
I'll take a kiss for that mistake.
And that's where we'll leave it. Very well done. Excellent.
Nice.
We're going to go with Danielle.
You knew way more chocolate bars than you thought.
Right out of the gates, this guy.
You kept stealing. It was literally like you were just like reaching in his brain. You were like, no.
Danielle, Herc,
Okay,
and can I have one volunteer to go with them? I like these 3-person scenes. Okay, Michael,
Right.
Danielle, Herc. Caleb, another one word.
Let's go with toes.
Toes.
Toes is our
Is that the
prompt.
No, that's the
category.
prompt. No.
T-O-E or T-O-Z?
Types of toes.
Types of toes.
No,
Yes.
types of feet pick.
T-O-E or T-O-W?
Hot or not?
T-O-E.
T-O-E, yeah.
Toe,
Like
toes.
wriggly little toes.
Okay.
You didn't have to ask.
Can you? Why
Yeah, I
are you?
did.
You're creeping people out more than the
Little
vomit conversation.
Why are they wriggling?
That's what toes do. They wriggle.
This little piggy goes all the way home. And can we get from Daelyn or Luke a thing to fucking theme? Sex positions. Pseudosexual.
Movie titles?
Trees, movie titles. Caleb, what do you think?
Trees, I think.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So toes,
Sexual. Give him the wood.
trees, wood, timber, whatever you want to go with. How we do?
Toes.
Toes is
toes?
Toes is what's going to launch you into the scene. Very fruitful suggestion there from Caleb.
Yeah, well, look,
And then-
you guys are on a podcast, a professional setting.
As
you
he's
guys
saying
need-
it, he's playing with his
you-
toes.
you go- They're wriggly.
Playing or picking?
Just playing with them. Yeah.
Giving them a feel.
Okay. So toes, types of tree. Just tree is the
No,
suggestion there.
Trees, different
Trees.
types of trees.
Trees, wood, timber, anything like that.
Marijuana's.
And your time starts.
Well, thank you all for coming today to our annual meeting. I've been thinking as a podiatry, we should branch out.
I just took 2.
I just needed to ask you a question. That's 2 in 1 right
Shoot.
You guys do the same. We'll count for you.
Well, I think first we should deal with the barking problem that's outside. It's kind of hard to concentrate.
That is true. Thank you. It's been so great having you as a new budding member of our team here. Always got great suggestions.
Can I ask why you're not wearing shoes? I mean, those toenails are growing so tall.
Well, we should all have our toes out.
I mean, by the looks of it, looks like you got a bad acacia oak nail.
Should we chop it down?
Well, I was thinking we could all, start grounding ourselves and using our toes as roots almost.
Douglas, first we need to get to the source of the problem.
What's the plan? I love the support.
For the barking or the branching out.
All of it leaves me with a sense of dread.
Well, I think if we, brainstorm a bit, we could start seeding some new ideas. Some
Just need a sprig of creativity. Something that we can go off with. Something that we can shear down.
Why don't we trim the toenails, dip them in maple syrup, and feed them to the barking dogs outside.
Yes, that might
That'll
gum
shut 'em up.
That might gum up their mouth.
If you're okay with chainsawing your toenails off.
That is all fine with me.
See, there's more than one way to do this.
There we go.
I feel partly responsible for everyone who has to listen to that.
That was very good, though.
I thought it was pretty clever.
I mean, sometimes we got tree types, but a lot of tree adjacent things, which is good.
I was like
Great, yeah.
Tree types.
Oh,
I do not
man.
know enough about trees.
There's
so-
spruce.
Just think
There's,
any name in a Vancouver street.
yeah,
There's
essentially.
like 40 blocks of tree names.
As you go down
Really?
Fourth,
Yeah, I was thinking
it
all the
goes
different
oak,
buildings on
spruce,
the cap.
fir,
As well.
pine,
Willow.
willow,
Arbutus.
arbutus, aspen. Yeah, ash was
Nice.
good. Yeah,
I know.
we got Douglas
No,
fir
no,
in
I
there.
know.
So
You'll
I got
always
two
fit in.
in
You'll be like,
Ash
ah.
Ash and
I'm
you.
gutted
Yeah.
I didn't get like a wattle in there.
Waddle,
Like
yeah,
what'll we do?
gum.
Like,
I mean, I
Right
squint a little bit, but I got acacia in there.
you got acacia in there. Yeah, we got some good trees.
I give you a nod.
Bonsai,
Acacia.
palm.
Coconut.
Caleb, give us a coconut. Yeah, apple. Apple.
Fuck, man. I didn't know fruit was on the table. God damn it. Well, shit. Let's redo this.
Well, speaking of fruits, how about you fruits do some improv? No, some D&D.
Leader of the Mind Flip.
In our last session,
He's back.
Bias attempted to...
don't look at my notes.
No.
Bias, you attempted to restore Piroop's memories. You were attacking him, trying to awaken whatever kind of power was hiding in him. But the power seemed to be a little bit too strong, and it actually knocked you unconscious, the sheer force of it. Meanwhile, Azorith and Safirith, you guys were trying to tame this fire that was burning down the Balls Academy. Again, to little avail. You might have helped a little bit, but it was just the whole place burning to a crisp. So you guys all were joined back outside to see, unfortunately, a deceased Sax. Piroop there, very upset, and also reviving Bias after what had occurred. You made your way then to the mayor's office and reconvened with Eowyn, and with her help began interrogating Nim. You dropped your polymorph spell, Azorith, and you guys interrogated Nim. You detect thoughts on him while they interrogated him, Azorith, to try and get the real answers. You discovered that there was
All
actually...
you saw were toes just wiggling around in his head.
You saw that there was actually a legion of boats just outside the docks, the Kuan docks of Bocht, waiting for a signal, apparently, when it was ready. You discovered their plan was to somehow capture a bailman. What the rest of the plan is, you're not quite too sure, but he was to give the signal for the Severian ships to come aboard. You, Bias, you took a strange dagger from Nim and gave it to Eowyn, who is now in possession of it as you guys continue your interrogation, which is where we're going to pick back up now. Nim is still in the corner here.
That's Nim in the corner. That's a nod from Luke. There we go. Do you want me to jump in? Or?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Mistress Eowyn holds out the dagger to Nim's neck, kind of drops it a little bit and says, "Who wants this dagger? This is not a place for slaughter. There's been enough slaughter. I understand bias. I choose not to shed blood wherever possible." Kind of reverses the dagger and just sits it on the desk there. She turns to you all, clears her throat. She turns to you all and says, "We must make a decision. We must figure out how to save Bocht. We must act."
Respectfully, I don't think he can be kept alive. I think he's a part of their plan, and if he gets away, he will be working against us, and he will figure out a way to signal them.
I agree. My conscience cannot do this.
That's fine.
It's not what Sax would have wanted.
I'll do it then.
Looks at you, gives a solemn nod.
Yeah.
Nim.
I kill him.
Nim looks at cool. Nim looks at you and says, "Is this really what you would do? You would defy the nation that birthed you, the nation that created you?"
Oh, I'm going to spit in its fucking face. And I'm just going to hold the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to shove it through his eye.
Okay. You take the dagger and you shove it into his eye. He shouts out in agony, screaming as his eyes kind of popped and leaking out, blood pissing from his face. And he kind of coughs a couple of times. And you just hear him say, "I'm coming, my love."
I'll pull the dagger out and just wipe it on myself.
You wipe the dagger off. As you do, it kind of glitches in and out of this realm, still in your hand. Yawen kind of lets out a long, long sigh. Says, "I think I need time." He scoops up the body. Says, "Please come find me. Etterath knows where. Come find me when you know what you wish to do. I will aid you on your way with whatever I can. Whatever I have is yours." She steps out, bringing Sax out with her. Bucky is there, head tipped down, as you guys stand in the mayoral offices of the deceased Dowdall on the ground there. Nim in the chair, bleeding. What would you guys like to do?
Well,
Well,
that takes care of him.
No, Nim.
Right. I'm going to go and search Nim for any sort of letters, documents, if he has a sending stone, or anything that he might have on him.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
9.
He seems to be bereft of any notes, any items, any identifiers or anything. Like he very much cleared his body of anything important before he went on this mission. You do, the dagger on the desk catches your eye, and as you're kind of patting him down, you find that his undershirt, under his undershirt, appears to be this very, very finely woven chain around him. You, Azorith, would know. Your father or your mother would probably have kind of educated you in the ways of the elves. This is some sort of elven chain.
That's valuable.
Keep it if you want it.
Don't know if I can use it, but...
When you were digging around in his mind, did he have like a base, like a...
He had a little homestead. Would it, through the visions, have what I've seen where it would have been located-ish?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where would it have been?
You're an improv artist. You decide where. In the village here somewhere.
In the village here somewhere.
Wow.
In Bale.
In Bale in particular, yeah. Not out anywhere else. But yeah, definitely in town here. Like he's been given somewhere to stay by Mayor Dowdall.
Right, he had a little hut of some sort where I saw him smashing the stones, so if he does have any information, it's maybe in there.
Well, I say it's worth a check. We can check there and see if there's anything left there, but then other than that, we've got a big fucking fish to deal with.
We have some time, but I don't think we have a lot of time because it's only a matter of time before they try and get in contact, and dozens. It was dozens.
Yeah, at least a dozen, mostly off the coast of Kuin. Etterath would probably know more than anyone else that Bokt is over the west side of the ocean. The ships are on the Kuin side, which is the east side. North of here appears to be a bunch of undiscovered islands, unnamed islands. To the far east is the continent of Severe and Neodract with Troktolov down the bottom there, and the strange, mysterious cloud-surrounded bottom isle there. Further, if you go out from the south of Bokt and kind of fang around under the ships there, you would reach Fianna for those at home. But yeah, the ships seem to be all over that eastern side of Bokt.
Too many to deal with head on, that's for sure.
I imagine the best hope we have is preventing them from being able to navigate when they get here.
Bias, Etterath. Both of you are extremely exhausted. Being revived twice, you are feeling so incredibly tired. Your speed is halved. Your ability scores rolled at disadvantage. But can you each roll a d6 for me?
5.
Can I get a D4 from each of you, please?
Oh, do I roll the small one that Daelyn got me? I'm going to roll the small one.
Mini one.
It better be good. It's a 4.
Were you 5?
No, I was 5.
5, okay. 1 and a 4. Okay. As this exhaustion, this tiredness, this inability to move as fast as you wish sets in, you, Etterath, feel your heart beating strong. You feel your breath steady. Can you go in and bump your constitution by 1 point, please?
Son of a bitch.
Bias.
Yes.
All this nonsense that's been happening, all this tracking down bad people, trying to figure out who's doing what, trying to track down that damn red cloaked thing that was chasing you. Can you bump your wisdom by 4 points, please? And as these 2 points of exhaustion chip away at you, there is something buzzing in the two of you, something bubbling inside you.
Jeez, Bias.
Okay. And you watch as Bias seems to be glancing around glancing around the room, more aware, and Etterath seems to be breathing calmly. Although looking tired, he seems like his body is wholly his, besides the speed. Besides the speed. You look up. Pierre-Rupe is still there. Bucky is looking at you all. I haven't. I'm scared.
I'm just going to walk over and grab Bucky's hand.
Hold your hand, and he says, that was, do we do the right thing? Is it, I don't want my people to die. I don't want to be in a war.
Well, hopefully we can figure out a way to stop a war from happening. Don't know how.
Bucky, it's really scary to watch your home burn. I know.
You do?
Yeah.
How do you stop it? How do you get over it?
You just keep going, and you have to accept that you did as much as you can.
Well,
you did as much as you could do.
Surely there's more to be done. If there's ships out there, surely we can stop the ships. Surely we can stop who's controlling the ships. Surely we can find someone to help.
We'll keep going.
But I think we need to keep you as far away from the ships as possible.
We need to get the children home.
Yes, and find the other bailmen before they do. But
we can send birds. We can send word if the assassins have been taken care of here. If indeed it's only what's out there on the ships, perhaps we've got a bit of time.
I think it would be wise to reach out to the other towns and villages amongst Bokt and see if they were affected.
I agree, but it's been a very, very long couple of days and we haven't slept. So I don't know how much we can do right now.
I think let's go to Nim's. Let's find Nim's hut, house, whatever, and we can look there and take a rest. And
okay, with Pierre-Rupe and Bucky, your two slow friends, you guys step out of the mayoral offices unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
Before we go out, I just would want to see the two guys that are in the rooms, if they have any necklaces.
They do. They appear to have the same kind of chain necklaces that the rest have.
I was going to pull those and tuck them in a pocket.
Okay. You take two of the necklaces. Did anyone... You've got the dagger. Did someone take the dagger?
And I have the dagger that I stabbed Nim with.
Excellent. You have the dagger you stabbed Nim with.
I'm going to drag the bodies out of the mayoral hall.
Excellent. You drag the bodies out of the mayoral hall, and
I think I'm going to throw them on the fire of balls.
Excellent. Yeah, you drag them down the street, and people kind of turn as you do. As you,
oh blimey, mister, that's going to stink if you burn them here.
Come on, Pip, pick one up.
Whoa.
Jesus.
He manages to get one of the legs up and kind of plops it over near the fire.
That's right. You're right, Pip. I'll give him a gold.
If you say so, sir.
1 gold to
Thank
Pip.
you.
The body's thrown into this fire, and as you head off to Nim's homestead, the small hut that he was granted, you weave your way through Etterath. It's not too dissimilar, in the similar sort of direction towards Mistress Yarwin and Sax's home. And as you weave your way around, you come to this tidy little homestead. Door shut, window curtains drawn.
This is it.
I'm just going to try and kick the door down.
I caution.
I'm not even going to check it.
Give me an athletics check, please, as you rock back on 1 foot and boot the door in.
Athletic, 19.
19. Safirith, in some insane way, driven by pure hatred of Severe, you're not sure, kicks the door and it swings open.
Now you can check for traps.
Right.
Looking in, there is a... Say it again. Looking in, there is a simple...
sunglasses.
There's a simple wooden table, chairs, a small kitchenette with a wood stove. You see what appears to be a single bed on the side there. Very humble area. And you see under the stove where the timbers are to light that sucker, a lot of gravelly rock bashed into hundreds and hundreds of pieces.
Well, these are all the stones.
Can I look around for any like hidden pockets, loose?
Make an
wood on the
investigation
floor?
check.
Disadvantage?
I'll help.
Am I at disadvantage?
If you are making checks, they're at disadvantage because you are exhausted.
Okay, I won't help him.
Investigation. Okay, that is a 5.
5. Looking around, you determine that perhaps Nim, sorting through this pile of rock, you find slivers of torn up and burnt paper. That perhaps Nim burnt and got rid of anything that may tie him to anything in what he assumed would be his last moment here before heading to the docks there. You do find what appears to be a packed haversack that seems to have clothing in it. It seems to have a rope bundled up on the side there. It seems to have one potion of healing tucked into the side there, like a go bag ready to go.
Yeah, I mean,
He's good.
I'll grab the haversack.
You got the haversack? Okay, you got the haversack, the rope, and the potion. Excellent.
It's no like desk, it's just a table.
Just a table, yeah. The haversack doesn't seem to be anything in particular, just a big old backpack. The potion, you know pretty instantly that it's a plain old potion of healing. And the rope seems to be almost tightening and loosening around itself. The different threads of it seem to be constantly moving and kind of loosening. Like the rope itself is, I don't know, magical maybe?
Yeah, I'm not really sure how much will be left in Bokt. I think this was just the place for the bailmen. I think that was their sole mission here, was sort of to cut off any leadership potential and obtain the bailmen and signal for the invasion.
Are we bedding down? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, I think we should.
In this house?
I mean,
Well, it wasn't his house.
No,
I mean,
it's one
he
of the
was
guest houses, yeah.
staying here.
Now it's just a place.
I can take watch for a bit.
Oh, it's okay. I don't have to sleep, so you go
Oh.
ahead.
May as well use it.
But you'll be tired until you sleep, right?
No, I don't think so.
You're exhausted. How do you...
I don't know, but my energy refills somehow.
Okay. What about...
I think.
Little
Jesus
head
Christ,
pokes
we'll
in.
find out.
It says Pierup.
It's okay. You can come in.
Kind of steps in, looking around. Nods. Pierup.
I'm going to light the fire. Would you like to help me?
Pierup.
Okay.
Kind of trots on over to you to help out.
I'm going to go try light the fire if there's supplies to do that.
Yeah, you light the fire as it rages against the machine. You guys settle into Nim's place here. With that, if you would like to rest up, you can tell me what you're doing, what you're role-playing, and we will move into the evening and into the following day. If there's anything anyone would like to do. It's rather cramped here. There's no kind of private place unless you step out, but it is cozy. You're able to look at the doors, make sure no one's going to make it come in. The sounds of the town are no longer panicked, and the fire seems to be out, or at least smoldering. The smell of smoke still fills the air.
I'm just gonna. I'll step outside. I'll keep watch out there. I'll make sure no one comes in.
Would you like some company?
Oh, it's okay. You should get some rest. You should really sleep. I know.
I will, but even just for a little.
Sure.
The rest of you perhaps bed down, at least for the moment, as Safirith steps outside the homestead. It is getting to kind of like twilight hours here. Indeed, you can have a big old sleep in and bring us to the next morning, so not to fuck with time. But as you step out, Agenar, you trot on out as well as the rest of your team bed down for the little while. I'll hand it over to you two.
Are you okay? No. And Safirith's just gonna kind of slump to the ground a little bit and lean against the back of the hut, and you just see her kind of starting to cry.
Agnar's gonna sort of plop down next to her and just reach out to hold her hand. Not say anything, but just...
I'm so angry. There's so much hate inside me. And today I just wanted to burn everything and everyone. And when I shoved that dagger through Nim's eye, it felt so good. I was scared. I haven't felt like that in many years. And sometimes I'm really scared by who I think I'm becoming and what I might need.
What you might need.
I think there's something in me that just needs revenge. I feel like there's a hole in me that I can't fill. No matter how many people I kill, no matter how many people I get back at, it doesn't matter. It'll always be there. I killed my grandfather, and that didn't help.
Oh, was there a reason?
Yeah, he was an awful person. That was one reason. But my mom ran away when she was younger. I don't know. She was supposed to take over the family business, and when she realized what an awful person he was, she ran away. And she raised us away from him, and he came back wanting to claim what was his, and she refused and thought that was the end of it. But then they got sick, and he knew, and he did nothing. And I went and I asked him for help, and he told me that he had known that they were dying for a long time, and he could have paid for a doctor. He could have done something, and he wanted them to die because it meant that he could have me. So I suppose that meant then he couldn't have you, which is not a bad thing. No, he was the cause of a lot of other awful stuff, and he was sick and he was dying too. So I stabbed him. It didn't help. I watched him die. Didn't help. I watched a lot of people die, and nothing helps. So I guess I'm just really scared that I found all of you now and that I'm going to watch all of you die.
So far, you've done a lot of stopping us from dying. And it sounds like, from what I know, the things you've done have been to stop people from dying or getting hurt. And you're right, it's not going to help you. It won't make you feel better, but in some ways, you're taking on a very, very heavy burden for others. You killed Nim so that Eowyn didn't have to. And that takes a lot of courage.
Do you ever feel like you're cursed?
Oh,
I mean...
I don't know. I mean, this is my first time out of the temple, and I haven't had much opportunity to reflect, if I'm honest.
You're also the nicest person I've ever met. If there's anyone I've met who is the least likely to be cursed, it's probably you. I can't think of why anyone would want to curse you.
Why?
I'd probably just bounce off you.
Hopefully.
Thanks.
Sometimes part of the healing process is doing a little bit of damage. That's why they call it the Hippocratic Oath. We say we're not going to hurt anyone, but if you leave an infection, it just keeps spreading. And it's hard because you know you're trying to help, but you see the pain that it causes, and you don't know whether it's going to work in the end. It might not, but you hope so.
Yeah. Just lost a lot of people. I thought I would be better at it by now. When I saw Baki so scared today, I knew exactly how he was feeling. I don't want him to feel that way. I don't want anyone to feel that way. I guess we just do what we can.
And we look after each other.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you should go sleep. You have to sleep. I don't. Someone doesn't want me to sleep, so.
Well, I hope you're feeling a little better.
Yeah, haven't just talked to someone about stuff in a very long time.
Well, anytime you need. Agnar's gonna give her hand a little squeeze.
With your wings? Oh, hand.
Gross.
They're like chicken feet. They're like the same, the same kind of
Same jiggliness.
yeah.
Are those the toes you imagined earlier, Caleb?
Comforting.
As you
And then head back inside.
head back in, close the door behind you, and as you all bed down for the night, Agenar, your dreams filled with visions of the tall, imposing figure of Brigantia turning her head away from you. Your words, shoot the wolf that would kill the flock, ringing in your ears. Bias, your dreams littered with shadows and Loxodon, viscera, Azorith, shadows also. Arcane bursts, my good friend, Etterath, Sax's dying face, Pierre-Roup's face of terror, and Safirith as you stand guard. You look out on the Bokdians, the Baal, citizens of Baal as they walk about. And as they walk about, you kind of, through your tear-soaked eyes, their faces are a blur. And they kind of seem to warp and change. And as they warp and change, they can't help but remind you of someone that warps and changes. And as that kind of shiver comes over you, your ring kind of tightens on your finger. And you just hear,
You have what you need. I am here.
and as you all mark off a long rest, exhaustion cleared for the majority of you, you, Bias, no longer feel that same surge of wisdom. You, Etterath, your constitution returning back to normal as you go back down to 1 point of exhaustion, that brief moment of surge in your abilities, lost to sleep. As you wake up in the morning, Bucky is already up and ready to roll. He looks better. Bucky is up and ready to go. Safirith out front, you've watched the sun drop down and the sun rise again. Indeed, your friends needed that rest. As the sun rises again, a new day, a decision day. The city seems to be thriving. You hear the sound of marching footsteps, and you look up as a couple dozen Githyanki arrive. At the front of them, Chief Homduk, and you hear a voice. Bucky! As Grania comes sprinting on over, Bucky's kind of a little bit shell-shocked, but as Grania runs over, kind of grabs him in a hug, he hugs her back warmly. She looks at the rest of you and says, "How have you been? Papa said that things have been a little bad here. We came as quickly as we could. We're a bit tired, but Father said that Mr. Sayawan needed help."
I look and think at Grania.
Kind of frowns for a second. She goes, She looks back at you and you hear in your head, "Is everything okay? Everyone seems a little sullen, and everything seems like it's been burning."
Yeah, that's about right. Bucky has been through some shit. Lost some people, and I think it'd be good for him.
Just kind of nods. At that point, Mr. Sayawan and Chief Homduk, you see Mr. Sayawan striding across the town. It's almost like a meeting of leaders. Chief Homduk steps forward, and Mr. Sayawan looks like she's been crying all night. Red-rimmed, Aasimar eyes, but she looks strong as she steps up and places a hand out, shakes Chief Homduk's hand, and they kind of come in for a bit of a bro hug, leans back. Chief Homduk says something to her. She kind of nods, mutters in her ear. Chief Homduk clears his throat. "Citizens of Baal, I'm Chief Homduk. You've probably heard of me. I am very sad but honored to take charge here. We are in crisis mode. We have dangers on our shores, possibly dangers among us. We have heroes who have proven themselves. We have citizens who have proven themselves. Myself, Mr. Sayawan, and these brave heroes, yet unnamed as a collective, shall gather and find a way to save Bokt. You have our word." And there's polite murmuring. People kind of, "Oh, blimey. You found a child?
Oh.
No, that one's been
get
here.
rid of him.
Yeah, that one's been here the
I've
whole
been
time.
running this whole town all by
He's not
myself.
wrong. He has been running this whole town.
And we did find the children.
Yes, we did find them.
Muzzle tough, perhaps a meeting is in order.
Yes, that would be great.
And he strides off. With that, you guys are welcome to make your way to essentially either the mayoral office, the site previously known as Bowls, wherever you wish to meet and chat with Khumduk, Ayawan, or each other and decide what you guys are going to do next.
Yeah.
Mistress Ayawan and Chief Khumduk are walking together. Bucky and your good friend Gronia are walking together. At this point, adventurers, unnamed collective adventurers. What would you guys like to do, and what is happening next for you guys?
Is the meeting happening right now?
I'm essentially asking you guys what you would like to do. We can jump to the meeting. You can have a chat amongst yourselves because realistically, your characters haven't chatted together in a little while. Mechanically, this is your chance to figure out what you want to do next. What each of you have to bring to the table. What could possibly happen? Tackle it head on. Find allies. Find more secrets.
Find yourself.
Caleb, can we have a chat for a second? What have I told you about bringing real world shit into this?
Do it, because it adds a lot of drama and mystique to the podcast.
Yeah, but don't do it when
extra
I'm
layer.
Don't do it when I'm like hogging the limelight, okay?
You said that you like it. You said that you like when I question your authority.
Yeah, in the bedroom, not here.
Oh,
Power plays good in the
sorry, there's a
bedroom,
line,
not on a
okay.
podcast.
I
okay?
apologize.
It's okay. Quick kiss.
Or find yourselves.
Wow, the serious to silly whiplash is really kicking in. I can tell.
Do we want to go get a drink and get some food?
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be good. We can talk.
And eat.
I don't want to assume, but I mean, if I'm welcome.
Yes, of course.
Well, I was going to wonder if you're going to bugger off now. We found the children, we saved the city, we did all the things you want to do. Are you sticking around? Are you buggering off?
Well, there's still
all the questions that everyone's going to ask.
There's not really much else places I can go, are there? Daddy's armies are at the gates. I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
Daddy's armies are at the gate.
Is that
an episode title?
Yep.
Who's this daddy you're talking about?
Your daddy.
That's not his army. It's my father who's back home. I assume. I don't know.
Maybe he's on one of those ships over there.
Is he your daddy as well? Is it like a Queen Banlian kind of?
Yeah, the resemblance
Everybody,
is
daddy of everybody? No.
It's uncanny.
No.
No.
No bias. My parents are dead.
Jeez.
Wow, someone didn't get much sleep last night, did they?
No, not at all.
So you're just constantly on the wrong side of the bed now because you can't go back to sleep and wake up on the good side of the bed anymore, can you?
Let's go get some food.
Yeah, you guys can head over back to the slosh bucket. You see the slosh bucket. There are like chairs and things that have kind of been placed outside for people to sit at, calm themselves down, as if it was some kind of safe haven. You do see
Erg and Turg or something?
Frong and Honk. You can, as you step up,
Erg and
as you step up to the slush bucket, you can see that Frong has an enormous fry pan, enormous saucepan on her head. Honk seems to have this huge leather armor on, and they're kind of taking all this battlements off as if they spent the last day or so preparing just in case.
Oh, Bucket, you can come with us if you want.
Do they look similarly dressed to the visions of the old armies of Bakht? Frying pans and
similarly, but it seems to be more like a last minute thing that they were like, oh shit, we thought this would never happen, but we've got, when I say saucepan, like for an ogre, it's a full on like 10, 20 liter pot on her head.
Like when they do the big paella thing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a paella pot.
Frong?
Yeah.
Breakfast and beers for everybody. Water.
Of course. Breakfast, beers.
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna get you something special. I think everyone needs it right now.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Did you want beer? You've been awfully quiet.
sorry, yeah.
Did you get sleep?
Yep.
Drinks placed in front of you. A shot of some sort of warm, dark liquid, glass of water for Agenar, and plates of what look to be really, really large eggs, some shredded up ham, some peppers, all tossed together on a plate.
All right, George Martin, calm down.
I've literally never read or watched anything by him. Is that just what he eats?
No,
is that why he's
just,
that big?
He spends like 3 pages describing what the feast is.
Yeah, it's true.
You want me to keep going?
No.
The skin of the peppers is slightly blackened as if it's been held over an open flame in order to char the
Actually,
outside.
yes, do keep going. Yes,
Actually, yeah,
really
please
nice.
keep going. What do the potatoes look like?
Role play, you fuckers! The potatoes have like this nice golden browning, and around the edge of the rounded part, they're extra crispy.
Oh my
you can
God.
see that there are green flecks of herbs on them, and there seems to be some sort of cheese that's attached to it and melted onto.
My mouth is actually
potatoes.
watering.
All right, so I start
champion.
eating.
Thank you.
The eggs are sunny side up.
My glass of dark liquid that you described.
The dark liquid is amber in quality and has a slight buzz to it as if it is slightly carbonated. The scent coming off it is sickly sweet, but as you bring it to your mouth, to your lips, the bitterness fucks your mouth before you even get the chance.
This is where the extra 10 minutes in the episode is going to.
Now we're overtime.
I'll turn.
Bias, sign us off.
I'll look
Improv exercise.
I'll look to Etterath and I'll just be like, you can't save them all. Can't kill them all either, but you can't save them all.
Here.
And as you guys cheers and have that shot of drink, we will leave the episode there and come back to this moment.
Theater of the Mind Flip.
Thanks for listening to Theater of the Mind Flayer.
We go live on all good podcast app every Tuesday at what time?
I don't know. Do you know?
No.
Every time?
All the times, 2 a.m., 7 p.m. If you like what you heard,
Leave us a review on whatever podcast app you're listening to.
and if you didn't like it, then
Then turn it off and never listen to it again.
no, they could turn it on and listen to it again and find something better about it, and they actually like it.
That works.
Reach out to us on Twitter at mindflayer_pod and
Instagram at Theater of the Mind Flayer.